What's going on, guys? Goji Fan 417 here, and here is the aftermath of YouTubers versus TikTok. And I'm not gonna lie, that was a really good event. I was entertained throughout the whole entire thing, besides the musical performances. But besides that, every single fight was entertaining. I did not get bored watching a single fight. I'm actually very surprised about how the event turned out. Because when this first got announced like 2-3 months ago, I was like, I'm not really this interested. I'll watch Deji, and if a Nissan GIB gets in, which he did, I'll watch it. But we ended up watching every single fight, me and my friends, and it was freaking great. So, I guess why not just jump right into it? So the first fight we have, Kale versus Ryan Johnston. Ryan Johnston pulling off the win, but that was a very entertaining fight. Them two went ham in the first round, and Ryan was getting some good shots on Kale. And then I think it ended in the third round. It either ended in the second or the third round by TKO, where the referee had to stop the fight. But them two were swinging. We were watching some rock'em sock'em robots during that fight. Holy hell. But that was a really entertaining fight. Props to those two. Let's go, Ryan. Team YouTube bringing it home. And, yeah. Next fight. Now the next fight. Landon Mcbroom versus Ben Azelart. Now, as you saw my predictions video, I had no clue who any of them were, and I was rooting for Landon Mcbroom since he was Team YouTube. But watching the fight, I thought Ben Azelart had a really good advantage. He was a southpaw fighter, he had the height, and I think he had the weight over him. And he also had the reach on him. But Ben did not use any of those things to his advantage. Landon Mcbroom was just coming after him, hitting him with some good shots, some good combos, and then ended up stopping him in the second round. So let's go, Landon Mcbroom. That's 2-0 for Team YouTube. And yeah, that was I wouldn't say it's a good fight, but it was definitely entertaining. I wasn't bored watching it. But yeah, let's go, Landon. Now, the third fight, this is where the main card starts. That was the undercard. That was the Mickey Mouse Disneyland kind of stuff we were talking about over here. This was the main card. So, as y'all remember, Tanner Fox versus Rylan Storms was supposed to be coming up next. But it didn't. Apparently, the day of the event, Tanner Fox pulled out. I didn't hear both sides of the story because I didn't really care. I wasn't really that excited for that fight anyway. But Tanner Fox versus Rylan Storms did not happen. So what ended up coming next is Faze Jarvis versus Michael Lee. Holy hell, that is one of the best fights of the night. Them two were going at it in the first round. They were hitting some really good hits on each other, but Faze Jarvis was really outboxing him in the first round, hitting him with more shots, hitting him with more meaningful shots, which ended up giving Faze Jarvis the first round. And then round number 2 starts, hits him with a nice left hook, and BAM! Hits him with a very nice straight right, and Michael Lee goes down. That was freaking crazy. Here's our reaction to that one. Let's go, Jarvis! Damn! Clipped him on the chin! Jesus Christ, bro! Let's go! I've realized I said here's our reaction, but you can't hear my friend, so there's my reaction to the knockout. Well, afterwards anyway. I didn't actually get any of them on tape. But, yeah, let's go, Faze Jarvis, and, that's what happens if you don't play Fortnite, Marcel. I'm looking at you, buddy. Now, fight number 3, or, I'm stupid, no, fight number 4, DDG versus Nate Wyatt. As we all expected, DDG was kind of dominating, but Nate Wyatt was holding up pretty well. But I think he started getting really tired, and he started doing the Logan Paul strategy and started hugging DDG a lot.
You want my destiny.
But, yeah, as we expected, DDG coming out the better boxer. He was outboxing Nate Wyatt all 5 rounds. Yeah, all 5 rounds. And, yeah, I hope to see DDG in the ring again, and hopefully he fights the next opponent who's coming up next. Jesus Christ. So it's 4-0 right now to Team YouTube, because YouTube is much better than TikTok in every way. But here is where sadness begins. Deji versus Vinny Hacker. Everyone thought this was gonna be an easy fight for Deji. Everyone thought that he was gonna go through this one and then he would end up coming back to boxing. Sadly, that's not what happened. Now, I'm not gonna lie, Deji has talent. He could definitely be a boxer. In the first round he came out, he was definitely outboxing Vinny. He was using his southpaw to his advantage, using the jab, landing some monstrous left hooks on Vinny. And in the second round, it was a lot closer. It could either go either way. I, in my opinion, had Deji up 2 rounds, but some people may give it to Vinny, which is fine, especially when he landed that monstrous left hook at the end of the round. And I'm not gonna lie, if Vinny turned that left hook over like this, it could have been a whole different story. And I'm just gonna say this now. I was completely wrong about Vinny's hooks. He's been working on them, and it went from to.
As this round goes on, Hackers pulling away.
Big shots!
Big shot
From Vinny Hacker! Wow! Oh, and we get a standing 8!
So, I apologize, Vinny Hacker fans, even though I don't think any of you are TikTokers. If you are, leave now. But, we go into the third round. Deji takes a knee to get an extra 10 seconds off, and that's when you know, I don't think it's going to end well for Deji. Vinny puts him in a corner, starts teeing off, and the referee has to give Deji a standing 8 count. They go at it again, moves him into the other corner, and that's when they have to call off the fight. So, sadly, Deji lost, but he definitely could be back. He could have one more redemption fight. He literally just has to work on his cardio. His cardio is literally the only thing letting him down. He has everything. He has the power. He knows how to box. He knows what to do. It's just his cardio. So if we ever have another event like this, Deji could definitely come back. He just has to work on his cardio. Like, his cardio is literally the only thing that let him down. He could have beat Jake, and if he worked on his cardio, he would have beat Jake, but he didn't, and he totally could have beat Vinny. But his cardio let him down once again, which is why he took that knee. So, rest in peace, Deji. I think he's going to take a quick break, so hopefully he'll come back big and strong, hopefully for another fight, but who knows, he might not return, and that's completely fine. But he definitely could. He definitely could have one more fight if he just works on his cardio. So far, I've got every single prediction right besides my Deji fight. Again, so sad. Biggest upset of the night, by the way. Everyone thought Deji was going to be Vinny Hacker. But here we have the biggest robbery of the century. One of the biggest robberies since Manny Pacquiao versus Jeff Horn. And that was a robbery. And Nissan GIB versus Taylor Holder. A Nissan GIB coming out, his cardio was doing really well, just moving around, managing to get a couple punches in, and then moving out, switching the angle, getting a couple more punches in, moving out. GIB was just dominating the entire fight. And this is exactly what he did every single round. Going in, getting a few punches, landing a couple big ones, moving out, managing to move around the ring, going in with more punches, and then moving out. And his cardio was lasting him. If you guys watch the fight, which a lot of the fights are on YouTube, I'm not gonna lie, Social Gloves ain't doing anything to take them down, so you could find a lot of the fights fully on YouTube. And he was doing this every round. And Taylor definitely could have done more, I'm not gonna lie. He was just sitting there and he was waiting. He was playing possum. But he did it every single round, which made GIB win every single round. Until the fifth round, the bell rings, and here we go to the score.
Here are the judges' results for this sanctioned exhibition match. Lorenzo Hunt scored the contest 49-46. Coach Chuck scored the contest 49-46. And Keon Wilson scored the contest 50-46. The combined scores put the bout in favor of a majority draw.
What? 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 What?
Yeah, they gave it a frickin' draw. My friends and I were going crazy. Here's my reaction to the draw. No. That was not no draw, bro. That was not no draw. Oh my lord, that is corruption. Yeah, I remember going on Twitter. I went ham on Twitter, which I rarely use Twitter, guys, and this is the first time I've ever went ham on Twitter. Everyone, KSI, the Sidemen, everyone was going crazy. Even Taylor's fans were freaking mad that it was a draw. You could hear them booing in the background. It was freaking crazy. One of the biggest rivalries I've ever seen. But today, this was released. Let's freaking go. And I forgot to mention this, but if you listen to the scores, there is no way that could be a majority draw. That would either be unanimous, or if someone gave it to Holder, a split. So I remember looking at them like, how is that even a draw? Even Michael Buffer said this could only be a unanimous or a split decision. But we ended up getting our redemption in Miami, so let's go, Big Giver. I hope we see you in the ring again. Maybe fighting Vinny Hacker. I think that would be a good fight. Or Austin Mcbroom. That would be a really good fight. But there we go. Another win for YouTube. 5-1. Screw you, TikTok. And finally, the main event of the evening. Austin Mcbroom versus Bryce Fall. And oh man, was it so good to watch that fight. Seeing Bryce's face get absolutely busted up saying, KSI, you're next. Nah, he ain't next. Yeah, but Austin, as I predicted, Bryce couldn't handle a southpaw coming after him. It completely showed. He tried slipping them how he would slip an orthodox fighter, and it wasn't working. Austin kept landing that left hand, keep popping him with the right hand jab, and and Bryce got yelled at by the referee a couple of times. Very, very good to watch. And in the third round, they called it. Man, was that so good. Especially this part where Austin lands a freaking monstrous combo on Bryce.
We talked about how nobody wanted to fight Taylor Holder. Well, it is the exact opposite.
Oh, wow!
Teeing off.
Mcbroom! It's Mcbroom!
But yeah, in the third round, Austin hits Bryce a lot and then ends up throwing him to the ground. And the referee calls it, and that is an Austin Mcbroom win. Screw you, Bryce. Don't get me wrong, I respect you for getting in the ring, but other than that, I hate you a lot. But, yeah, you ain't fighting KSI. I feel like Austin Mcbroom versus KSI would be a really good fight to watch. I would actually watch that fight if they were to go at it. 10-ounce gloves, that'd be an insane fight to watch, I'm not gonna lie. It'd also be a good warm-up fight for KSI to go up to Jake. I feel like he would have to fight one more person before he fights Jake, though. So, like, 2 fights. But, yeah. Other than that, Mr. Lorax won the night. And YouTube basically running away with the win. Just Deji had to freaking break the streak. But 6-1. 6 YouTube wins. 1 TikTok win. And that was the event. It was a really interesting event. I was entertained throughout the entire time. All the fights were amazing. I wouldn't say amazing, but they were all really good. I did not get bored watching any fight. And one of my friends actually said this, and I completely agree. This event was more entertaining than any of the Paul's fights. And I couldn't agree more. Freaking Jake Paul just knocking out people in 1 round, so then you just get scammed of $50 if you're an idiot who pays for fights. And Logan just goes to prom. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. That was TikTok versus YouTube. If there's any fights that you want me to analyze, like past fights, because I'm thinking of analyzing KSI versus Logan Paul 2 and the first fight, maybe even Deji's Jake Paul fight. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe button. It will help me out. My Instagram, Twitch, and second channel, all the link in the description below, so go subscribe and follow those. And yeah, really good event. Let's go Team YouTube. TikTok, you suck. See ya.